What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with another Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 Skalgrim Mod ship showcase. This time, we're going to be taking a look at the Necrons and the rebirth, renewal, and otherwise rework of the Anubis Titan. Greeting an old friend once again. Old friend, at least for those who have played or have watched a Necron campaign previously. Now, the Anubis Titan was previously underwhelming. Not because it wasn't so effective, but it was because it was a sort of holdover, I believe, from a previous version or something along those lines, meaning that it was undergunned for the amount of points that it cost, that 1200. It was essentially functioned like the old Phalanx, where it was a big tanky ship that did not have a lot of firepower. It still worked reasonably well as just a tank, but it did really soak up more punishment than do too much else. Now, however, that's been changed, and it has a lot of things going for it now, I think, or at least it looks like. Let's just check out what it's got going for it. I mean, the other stuff is pretty standard. The identification range is the same as the Anubis Titan, or the Throne of the Silent King, at only 9,000, which is a little bit unfortunate because these two can both sort of function as single ships. In fact, for a regular battle, a regular 1200 point standard non-massive battle, it's just Anubis. It's a literal one-ship fleet with a perfect number. So, yeah. Otherwise, the two Titans share pretty much all of the points that could otherwise be interesting. There's a little bit of difference in HP and turrets, but those are to be expected with the increased cost. What is important here for these things, and okay, you know what? Since we're in the shadow of the Dark Throne over here, we're going to change you to Thocht. There you go. It can stand out. Looks actually still looks pretty cool with the two colors mixed. Once again, makes me pine for the ability to use various color schemes in the Necron campaign. But anyway, now this thing is no longer undergunned. For those of you that have watched my previous Necron campaign, you guys know that the Nyadrazatha was my favorite ship. I absolutely loved that ship in the Necron campaign and had a lot of fun using it. Well, now essentially the Anubis, in addition to the weapons that it had previously, has essentially had a Nyadrazatha welded onto it by virtue of the 3 Nyadrazatha focus lenses, and they appear to be the exact same kind of things that the regular Nyadrazatha has, with them increasing in firing speed and as they move into closer range. So this thing gets deadlier and deadlier as the enemy closes, which is pretty darn interesting. So once again, it's a sort of jack of all trades. It's a little bit, I think, less of a long range crazy sort of thing that the Throne of the Silent King has, because of the Nyadrazatha focus lens and because of the, well, I mean primarily because of the Nyadrazatha focus lens, I suppose. It really changed it. It also only has the 1 Annihilator beam turret as compared to the Throne of the Silent King's 3. So it's obviously not going to be as crazy of a range powerhouse as that thing. But once again, because it does have the carrier capacity, it does have the Lightning Arc turrets, so it can defend itself against fighters, it can disperse onto massive fleets, it's got some long range capability with 9 Gauss Particle Whip turrets and an Annihilator Beam turret, both of which can propagate via an Arc Propagator, as well as, once again, those 3 Nyadrazatha focus lenses, which are just so fun to watch. I can't wait to try out this thing. There's actually not a lot otherwise to be said for it. It does have the Spur, which means that it doesn't have the other trait. I always forget the name of the trait. It's not gigantic. Is it unyielding? It might be unyielding. It's a trait that allows the larger ships to do 500 points or percent ramming damage as opposed to the spur ramming damage, but that's still a pretty good ram right there. Anyway, other than that, there is not much. Oh, it also doesn't have it doesn't have the Starborn trait, the cooldown to command skills. I'm once again just comparing it to the Throne of the Silent King, because I think it's a pretty apt comparison there at 1,200 versus 1,400 cost. But yeah, with the Nyadrazatha focus lenses, this thing should probably be brought into the into the post-awakening world, I suppose, or galaxy, I suppose I'd say. Anyway, that's about all that we can say for this thing. Let's just check it out in battle, see how it functions, and how it works now that it's got the firepower to hopefully be able to take care of itself, which it wasn't really capable of previously. So yeah, we'll just take a one more quick look at it. And I've always loved the construction of this thing. I like this part that is below the main body of the ship, instead of having like a really thin ship like the Cairn sort of looks. It's sort of more bulky and I don't know, believable. I like this construct. I like the I like these rings over here. Very good. Very good. Ooh, and an upside down pyramid down here as well. Can't weld enough pyramids to these things. Alrighty, let's get back to it and let's start the battle. I believe we can go to Fleet Builder. Oh wait, we can just that, can't we? Yes, and I call the fleet Nyajuzatha final form because I think this is the final form of the Nyajuzatha. It's probably more Nyajuzatha than Nyajuzatha, or maybe 3 Nyajuzathas combined into this thing. Alrighty, and now let's launch. Oh, let's take a quick look at the upgrades and stuff. I decided to go with the Scarab Swarm. I mean, it's pretty standard stuff, right? Scarab Swarm, the Canoptek Probe, so it can identify enemies that are in range of it. Obviously, you gotta go with the Nightmare Shroud and the Arc Propagator for a single massive ship like this. There's really not a lot otherwise that would be worth it. I suppose the Structural Analyzer for the upgrade to the Lightning Arcs might be helpful as well, but only in a massive battle because we can't scan anybody, really. And Residual Absorption, I mean, it would certainly add a bunch of effective HP and stuff, but obviously, you gotta go for the damage here. So, launch. It's going to put us against the Tau Merchant Fleet. You know what? I don't want to fight the Tau. And the reason I don't want to fight the Tau is they're just going to stay at long range, and then we'll probably be able to outshoot them, although we do want to close. The second we do close, we'll just obliterate them. I want something that can fight back. You know what? I think we're just going to go up against the classic Imperial Navy fleet. Even 1200 versus 1200. Imperial Navy, they've got good firepower at mid-range, and they've got even better firepower at close range, so I think once we take the battle to them, it'll be pretty good. I suppose we could face... we could face the Orcs as well, but, I don't know. It's hard to say what would be the more fun match. I'm just going to go with Imperials this time. Plus, it's always fun watching the ludicrously powerful Necrons just obliterate an entire Imperial fleet. Especially when it's one ship like this. It just feels so right. Alright, here we go. Ooh, loving the contrast against the red of this nebula, whatever the hell we're seeing here. Perfect. Alrighty, not much to set up for once, so let's get to it. What do we have here? No Titans. Alright, so that means a lot of enemy ships, and they will launch fighters at us. Let's see how we can handle them. Throne World's Reclamation. Coming back to take that Throne World, eh? Sure thing. Whoa. Oh yeah, let's get that Canoptek Probe out there. I couldn't see it there for a second. Was kind of freaked out that we wouldn't be able to use it, but I'm still confident in our ability regardless. We are going to go to reload. I do recall that the Nyajuzatha focus lenses don't work with reload, but I believe everything else does. So we should still be good with that. I suppose the question is going to be whether we'll want to use Dispersion for the Lightning Arc. But the thing is, because we have the Nightmare Shroud, we probably want to maintain the reload stance. Alrighty, and I forgot to launch fighters, so let's just go start... Oh, damn it. Those all got shot down by the turrets. I'm kind of surprised. I really wish that the devs had made it so that the contrails left were a little bit different, because it looks a little bit odd. But I suppose it wouldn't make sense. I mean, they still use the same kind of energy and such, most likely. By they, I mean the Necrons and stuff. So it does make sense that all their weaponry is still green colored. Still, I like it this way. It's almost Alpha Legion-esque.
On the march.
The highlights are like the green of the Hydra and the well, the color isn't quite right. It's a little bit more light and stuff, but it's fine. It's fine. Maybe I just see Alpha Legion everywhere. If everybody else saw Alpha Legion everywhere, it wouldn't be as much of a problem for everybody. Alrighty, let's get you in. Let's get you in. I'm gonna slow it down. I'm actually going to board quickly and then tell it to auto-engage, because I just want to watch this battle, see how effective this thing is. Let's launch some defensive fighter. Oh, actually, let's go Scarab Swarm, and let's immediately pop one of these. Wait, can you break? No, you're unbreakable. Beautiful. Or do we wait? You know what? We'll wait. We'll wait. You go for 4.5 and auto-engage. Let's see you get to work. There we go. Did I not speed it up? I'll just speed it up right here then. There we are. Alrighty, Anubis engaging the Imperial fleet, doing a decent amount of damage right here, getting boarded quite a bit. Ooh, and you're getting hit by the Scarab Swarm there. Scarab Swarm effect's always pretty damn cool. Now I think you're close enough to pop of this. There we go. Alright, keep doing your thing. One ship down. I believe I told it to engage. Ooh, wait. I didn't cancel the order, did I? So it was still moving to wherever I had sent it previously. It's taken basically no damage right now, but the enemy is taking quite a lot of damage, especially now that it's close up and able to fire those Nyarlathotep focus beams. Although you're in the way, aren't you, little piece of debris? That's annoying. Oh, that is really annoying. Oh man, are we just gonna push it along and not be able to do anything? There we go. It's out of the way now. You want to ram this? You do still have that spur. How are you for damage? Yeah, you're taking like no damage. And the Fury of Colon's about to go. There we go. Nice ram. Alright, the Anubis just got a pretty great makeover, because it's looking pretty scary here. I would not have been confident in the vanilla version of it doing anything like this by itself. There we are. And it is faster than the Throne of the Silent King as well, so it can get those rams in there, certainly. Alright, let's target... you know what? I don't know why I keep targeting instead of allowing it to just do its own thing. Alright, you want to board somebody? You... okay, you're the only one close enough. You know what? Go up to this. There we go. We should probably jump somewhere to get closer to the enemy. Let's do it after we destroy you. Still getting those Necron portals going. A little dance they're doing, twirling round and round, as presumably you're going to get absolutely wrecked here. What are we at in terms of HP damage? 2,500 points damage. We could always switch to Reactive Hull, but we don't even need to. We also have Scarab Swarm, and we will start then healing up even further. I assume this ship is just about to die. It's lost its decks, it's lost its engines, and I assume it's lost all its crew by now. There we go. Although in several of the bits of lore that I've read, like, I remember while ships exploding into pieces, but, like, pieces of those ships still have crew aboard alive, and, well, you know, they'll die slowly. Alrighty, how you doing now? You cancel that order. This ship looks about to fall as well. Malcador's Zeal was not enough to deal with the Anubis. I love it when there's like only a single ship and it looks like a transfer of the Scarab Swarm. And there we go. What do we have left? And you know what? Let's make use of our jump as soon as I guess this ship is done, so we can jump over there. Are you coming back? I don't know. I can't tell. You know what? I don't think they're launching fighters anymore. Let's launch our fighters, take care of that. Let's also launch a Canoptech probe out here. I think we can confidently say that the enemy is... has absolutely no chance here. Not even a small chance. I mean, look how unhurt we are. We're still at 12,500. We repaired quite a bit of that with our Scarab Swarm, and we still haven't even used our residual absorption to repair any of our HP or our troop capacity, and we're still in the green as well. Pretty damn nice. Oh man, I'm really regretting not having used one of these with the Nyarlathotep. Imagine this one leading a bunch of Nyarlathoteps. That would have been perfect. And once again, judging by how much I like the Nyarlathotep, this thing is looking to be another ship I just start very much favoring. And there we go, just like that, the last of the Imperial ships falls, I believe. Oh, did you come back, or is there another one hidden in the clouds somewhere? Where the hell are they? Enemy battlecruiser has been destroyed. Is there really somebody hiding somewhere but not shooting us? What the hell is going on here? Well, isn't that interesting? Let's speed it up to max, I guess. The hell?
All power to
Who's
those
out here?
enemies.
Oh, I see it on the map, so it's out here somewhere. Hell? It's out here. Is it like it's a tiny little ship, isn't it? It's some like some light cruiser or an escort or something. I just wanted to slow it down. So, there we go. It is indeed an escort. You are the last thing that survived, and then you threw yourself into this to die. You probably should have just allowed yourself to run away. This was your chance. After seeing your entire fleet get destroyed by this one ship, are you telling me that was not the only one? Is that what you're telling me? No, you're not. Okay, game. Alrighty, there it is. A nice little fight for the Anubis. A short one, but I think it definitely showed off what it was worth, or at least what it is now worth. I think it was a very nice addition, and I think now it is certainly worth the 12,000 points, just by virtue of how much more powerful it was than that fleet in a pretty even one-on-one. Very, very nice. Alrighty, I'm happy with that, so that is that. Gonna call it. I don't know, once again, what we're going to take a look at next time. I am just, once again, lamenting not having used this thing at the head of Nyarlathotep fleet. I'm gonna have to try to accomplish that in some way, maybe in a skirmish. I'll probably do that in a skirmish, in one of the skirmish series episodes, just because now I can't get it out of my mind. But anyway, there's still plenty of new stuff to take a look at, so stay tuned for more of that. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.